Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is June 3rd, 2019, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the major economic events of the day, just one event coming out of the United States. It's an ISM Manufacturing PMI number coming out. And if this number actually is very positive, it may lift the markets up because the markets have been beaten up. But let's take a look and take a recap. In the Forex area, US dollar weakens versus the major pairs. We're going to take a look at that and possibly a reversal today. And looking at the indices, the Dow Jones tanks, okay, lower than 150 points even opening up this morning. We're going to take a look at that as well. And looking at the commodities, gold continues to rally to 315 right now, and oil trades even lower to $53 a barrel. Lastly, looking at Bitcoin, it bounces again, okay, but again, let's discuss this, okay? Just because it bounces doesn't mean there's going to be follow through, but let's take a look at the market to see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're finally looking back at the Euro USD, which we haven't looked at for quite a while. We're looking at a daily chart. As you can see, we've hit this bottom at 1122-ish level, 111.22-ish level, double bottom right there. And now we're pretty much just, trading sideways, okay? The upper limit right here, the resistance is 12, and we're trading right now to 1165-ish level, okay? So I do expect that actually maybe to pull back a little bit here and maybe bounce towards this 112-ish area, okay? So that's something to look at if that continues to trade later today and into this week. But I would use this downwards trend line as possibly a support line, as this does look, okay, like it's bottoming out at this 111.22-ish level. And as the Dow Jones tanks, okay, GBP USD, same story, bounces off of this level. Let's look at a 4-hour chart just to give us a perspective of it. It's still questionable with regards to Brexit, so I'd like to stay away from GBP USD as it's gotten much weaker versus the dollar. But looking at the Aussie US dollar, excuse me, let's just jump right into it, 69.41, and as you can see, it has solidified that bottom area. Okay, let's take just a support line right there, as you could see at 68-ish level. So we're bouncing off of that. Next real resistance is 69.08-ish, okay, but again, it needs to really follow through in order for that to happen. Now the catalyst here, as we look at the USD Japanese yen, getting much stronger versus the dollar, as you can see, and trading at 108, which is a high for the JPY, the Japanese yen versus the dollar. So if we do break this, we could definitely see it go back down to 105. Now jumping into the commodities area, we're looking at gold right here, and you can see this nice little spike up. It's at 1309 right now, just retracing a little bit, but as you can see, it is at the upper range, okay? We haven't broken above it. Let's take a pen just to make sure we see that clearly. That is a resistance level, 1312. It's been there before, so you could fade this move if the Dow Jones actually bounces, okay? We're very much news driven right now by what the market is absorbing, so this actually may play out itself and we may get that bounce later today. Now jumping into oil, look at that nosedive, okay? We're breaching 54.15-ish level. That's our second Fibonacci level. Looking at the daily chart, the next real support level is at $49 a barrel. So that's something to consider as we continue trading that later today and later this week, if we see that we do bridge this gap, okay, on the downside. Now jumping into that Dow Jones, all right, we're looking at a MACD at the bottom, and you can see that the shorter time frame has broken the line, which is a 26 exponential moving average, and that means that it may even break even further. Okay, now I've got two things up on this chart. I have the Fibonacci and the MACD, and you can see from the Fibonacci also, we've broken a support level. Okay, that is really important right there, that this has really breached this area and gapped down this morning to 24,685-ish level, 688-ish level right now. The question is that are we going to see a turnaround today? Okay, that's the million-dollar question. And so we may, okay, because the markets are still strong, all right? So this is like a kind of like a fake out, on the downside. I mean, we've gone down about 2,000 points from our high back in April, Okay, so for this to capitulate here is quite natural. Okay, I just don't like to catch bottoms and pick bottoms because every time it goes lower, it could face even further bottom. What is questioning my bottom here, okay, in terms of a solidify my bottom rather, is Alcoa. Okay, Alcoa traded higher at 2106, bouncing off of this 2095-ish level. So if this actually solidifies and breaks out higher, this may bring the market even higher. So, okay, so that may actually happen as the day and as the week continues in this regard. Now, jumping lastly at Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin was the one last week. We're looking at a weekly chart. As you can see, we had a little bit of a retracement, a bounce, and then a retracement back to this 84, 82-ish level. Remember, 9,000 is our resistance level, okay? So as long as it's trading in this middle range, okay, I wouldn't jump into it anywhere around here, okay? But definitely if it jumps somewhere around this area, okay, or this area, okay, I would get really excited to jump and to participate in it because it's closer to a support line and my probability is more in my favor as opposed to jumping into it in the middle range. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.